Hello everybody, how are you doing? This is episode 2 of Kingdom Rush, and I think the best way to start off every episode is telling you how I think you should spend your upgrades. Now this is definitely something you guys should be interested in. It's definitely realistically the only thing you can do outside of the game to pretty much make yourself better, or any strategy outside of the game. So, I mean, I can reset these whenever I want, but for right now, I think I'm going to stick with mostly archer upgrades. At least for now. And I will get one mage upgrade because I feel like the mages are actually extremely important. Now these guys are important, but not super duper important for right now. I will probably be getting some more meteor upgrades because those are, I think they're really good actually if you use them correctly. So we are going to move on to level 2 here, which is the Farmlands. And of course we're playing on normal mode. And here we have level 2 towers for every single tower. So what we're going to do is try and get some level 2 upgrades on our towers. And the best way I think to do this is to probably put some sort of archer tower here, and maybe a mage tower here, and then some sort of barracks to try and block the guys off right over here. So we're going to get the barracks coming in pretty soon here, guys. Now one thing that I like to do is try and use as many of these guys as possible and just use them every single 10 seconds. I think it's important to try and use them as often as possible. Otherwise, you'll be wasting some of your units that you could possibly have. For now, I am going to get an archer tower here before I get my barracks because, according to me, the barracks is not as important for the very, very early rounds. It's more for the later rounds. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rain of fire some of these guys just because I can. I feel like it's important to try and thin out some of these big waves of guys before they start overwhelming you. And when we have big tons of guys like this, all these goblins just trying to rush you, they can actually overwhelm you pretty easily. And one of the best things that I think to do is just to kind of mix around with some of the towers and find out what you think is best. Because everybody has a different playing style, guys. You know, my playing style is mostly mages and archers. Some people might really like artillery. What are they called? Dwarven bombards. You might like bombard towers more than anybody else, and that's okay. If you think they're effective, go ahead and use them. And of course, I'm not paying attention. I'm not using my abilities like I probably should. Now one thing that I think is weird is that they actually gave you call reinforcements before they gave you the other one. So I thought that was a little bit on the weird side. I mean, nothing crazy about it, but definitely just weird. I feel like reinforcement should probably be 1. Maybe the makers of the game thought it was more comfortable to press 2 or something like that. So why am I sending out waves early? I'm sending out waves early just to get some extra money. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade my archer tower here. The archer towers, to upgrade them, are pretty darn expensive. I mean, I could buy another archer tower if I wanted instead, but I decided not to. I just decided to upgrade this guy just to show you guys what it's like. So now we are going to read these tips and the enemy things for pretty much the whole entire game, just so you guys understand what's going on and you can learn some of the strategies. So strategy basics, of course, you want to use your barracks to block enemies. They're not very strong, they're not that good at killing guys, but you're supposed to use them to block them. The guys are just meat shields, okay? That's what they are. Now, these are the new enemies, which are the wolves, and it's weird spelling for wolves. They can dodge melee attacks, not really melee attacks, sorry. They can dodge melee attacks, not really dodge them. It's just more of that there's so many of them all coming at once that they can just run past your guys. They're also really low health, so they're easy to kill, which is a good thing. But they're very fast, so that's a bad thing. We don't want fast wolves. And of course I can use my rain of fire whenever I feel like it. One other thing about the rain of fire that I think you guys should probably understand is if you use a rain of fire, like right now, and then what you do is you can wait a couple seconds, and instead of waiting this entire second, you can just click the next go button, and it takes away 4 seconds or a few seconds from your cooldown. So the cooldown is an extremely high cooldown. It's 80 seconds for this bad boy. So you gotta be a little bit careful when you just do decide to use that. You don't want to overuse it a little too much. So I upgraded my mage tower here, and we're already on wave 6 of 7, so we're almost done. You gotta be a little bit careful when you see some of these guys moving together. Wolves with a mixture of random guys can be bad because the wolves could just run right by while the other guys try kind of attack your guys or something like that. And obviously right now we're not going with too much crazy things happening. We're just trying to be trying to explain things to you guys just a little bit. At least the way I think. Now, if you guys are pros at this game, please don't complain about what I say, because obviously, like I said, I don't think I'm a complete pro. I think I'm a decent player right now, and I'm definitely going to learn as I teach you guys, or teach some of these newer players some things about the game. So you can as well upgrade your footmen. I don't think that it's as important as maybe getting a few more archer towers in the back here just to help defend for the random guys that might get through. That's pretty much my main defense right up here, and the other random guys here are just to help do the cleanup work. So I do have one of these guys right here, so I can just pretty much thin out the waves, and all these guys should take them out pretty easily. I do have this extra gold that I can easily spend if I feel like it, but it's not even necessary. That was an easy 3-star win, and victorious. So that is it for episode 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. As always, please press the like button if you liked it, and that's all I got. So have a good one.